žemaičiai. Žemaičiai mes esame Žemaitijai ir aš mūsų svečiams važiuojant papasakojau, kad mes važiuojam ne į Lietuvą, bet į Žemaitiją. Ypatinga Lietuva, taip sakykime. Ypatinga jos dalį. Mes atvykom šiandien į Skuodą ir esam labai puikioji gimnazijoje, Skuodo Pranciškaus Žadeikio gimnazijoje. Ir ruošiamės konferencijai, konferencija prasidės rytoj. O šiandien norim trumpai padiskutuoti apie švietimo aktualijas, tiek vietinių, tiek tarptautinių mastų. Turim du svečius iš užsienio. Pirmiausia, profesorius Mihail Calalb iš Moldovos, universiteto, iš Kišinio universiteto papasakos plačiau. Ir kolega Branko iš Linco universiteto, iš Austrijos ir kartu atstovauja dvi šalis. Okay, and we are starting our short discussion, roundtable discussion. And I want shortly to introduce my friends and colleagues from abroad. Professor Mihail Calalb from Moldova and Branko Andič from Austria. And in particular, he represents two countries, in reality, Montenegro and Austria. And it's really, really nice that you are here with us. Our tradition somehow continue. Last year, we had colleagues from Taiwan and Czech Republic. Every year, generally, we have colleagues from Latvia, but it's somehow interesting because we are on the border between Latvia and Lithuania, and nobody from Latvia this year, but never mind. Okay, and please shortly introduce yourself. Possible, Mihail, please start.
Thank you, Professor Lamanauskas, firstly for your kind invitation to see again Lithuania. As I told to Professor that I was here many years ago, in 1989, so it was many times ago. Now I teach theoretical physics at Chisinau Pedagogical University, chair of physics and mathematics. Also, I'm a scientific advisor at our doctoral school in science education, and my field of preoccupation is science education. But shortly about my profile, let's say.
Okay. Possible, Branko.
Thank you very much for the invitation, School for Hospitality. I'm Branko Andič and I'm from UGDYMAS University in Linz. I'm their postdoctoral researcher and I'm assisting in organizational new department for higher education, artificial intelligence. In education, I did my PhD in biology education. The topic was botanical education of blind and visually impaired persons. After my PhD, I worked for a period of time at Vienna University. Then I joined Johannes Kepler University, both universities are in Austria. My field of research is STEM education and usability of different technologies in field of STEM education. One more time, thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to be with you here.
And possible headmaster, now it's your time to shortly introduce gymnasium and possible your team.
Okay, so I am the headmaster of my school. I have been working here for 2 years. It is a pleasure for me to introduce my team. This is Daiva Jomšinė. She represents the Skuodas municipality. She works in education and sports department, and she is the boss of all schools in our district. Irena, she is a biology teacher. She also works here. Next, my teammate is Inga Rutienė. She is teacher. She's a teacher also. She teaches information technology, and she represents the science methodological club. Yes. Rasa, she is my deputy for education. She is very keen on her area, and I am very proud of her. She is very competent, yes, and she has a lot of experience, yes. And Edmundas, he is my deputy also. He is responsible for the environment of my school. Everything must be clean, supervised, and so on. And the next deputy, Danute, please come in. Yes, Danute, please come in and take a seat. Yes. Danute is also my deputy. She is responsible for non-educational activities in my school. She plans and organizes many beautiful and high-level events, yes, and our school is only one gymnasium in our district, and the school was founded by our founder, priest Pranciškus Žadeikis, yes, and 276 students learn in our school, and we are proud that we live and work here, and my whole team do all the best in order to make our school in a higher level. So this is my team, and hope that our dear guests will have a good and memorable time here, and we will do the best.
We are really happy.
Yes, I think that it's really true, because I informed already my colleagues that, okay, many years ago, conference took place here, also in Skuodas, in this gymnasium, and we are now, let's say, making another circle around Lithuania, and it's really nice. And okay, possible next stage after short introduction. Possible it would be nice from headmaster, also from head of department, short description, let's say, about our education situation, about challenges, about some possible insights, what is correct, what is possible not so correct, and later on colleagues will introduce their countries. And by the way, headmaster didn't say a very important thing, because gymnasiums also ranked, ranking system in Lithuania, and possible based on ranking, in particular this gymnasium, Skuodas gymnasium, in what position?
In what position? Kurioje vietoje buvo mokykla?
Pasibaigoja?
Dabar pagal reitingavimą. Šiais metais.
Jau dabar pasakyti. Šiais metais, galiu pasakyti, praėjusiais metais 126-oji, 99-oji už praėjusiais metais, nu, įvairiai. Sakykim, tai labai priklauso nuo stojimo, nuo pasirinkimo, nu ir, aišku, nuo mokymų.
Each year differently. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's like, let's say something around 100 out of, how many? gymnasiums in Lithuania.
Over 400.
Yeah, more than 400. It's I would say, a good position. It's a good position.
Į reitingavimą patekusių buvo 400 ir mes buvom.
Doesn't mean that not all schools involved in the ranking system. Or okay, no, that's not.
I'm not sure.
No, yeah, not for information, but anyway, more than 400 gymnasiums, and as far as I know, ranking system also it's different. You can rank by different, let's say, different variables or different.
It is ranked according to different criteria.
Yes, different criteria, sure.
Kiekvienų sykių yra tie kriterijai, kiekvienais metais pasirenkami skirtingi. Vienais metais, sakykime, imamas yra ir kiek respublikinių laimėjimų, kitais metais koks yra pirminis stojimas į universitetus. Na, tiesiog reitingai neturi tokio, kad, sakykime, kiekvienų sykių būtų vienodai.
Because every year different criteria, let's say, like a basis for ranking, for example, entering how many students entering universities, continuous universities, or for example, some participation, some winners like in Olympiads and different events, exams, etc., etc. Quite different criteria, but anyway, it's good having in mind that again, this is on the border, corner of Lithuania, or beginning of Lithuania, who knows?
Yes.
It depends on point of view.
Mes aukščiau vidurkio būnamės.
A little bit above average.
Yra buvę, kad buvom ir 300 kažkurioj vietoj, nu, atsakau.
Many years ago.
Taip. Iš tikrųjų, labas vakaras, kaip ir profesorius minėjo, esam tokioj vietoj, kad Lietuva kaip ir ne Lietuva, Žemaitija, tai aš atsiprašysiu svečių, kad nekalbėsiu angliškai, bet tuo pačiu pasiteisinsiu, kad nekalbėsiu žemaitiškai, kad jūs irgi suprastume, tai toks viduriukas, ar ne?
Okay, so this is the head of education and sports. She apologizes that she will not be speaking Semidžišin. Yes.
Local language, I think.
Local language, yes, local language.
Tai jeigu kalbant taip apie šitą gimnaziją ir apie aktualijas mūsų, tai šitą gimnaziją tikriausiai jums yra pristatyta, kad jinai yra išgryninta gimnazija ir tokios pagrindinės bėdos tikriausiai, kad daug metų gimnazija tiesiog, kaip mes ir kalbėjom su mokytojom, nepatilpo po tam tikrais projektais, kad galėtų įsikurti laboratoriją, tinkamą laboratoriją ugdymui. Ir turėjo ta gimnazija tokią problemą, kad mokinių yra, mokytojų yra, o neturime instrumentų, su kuriais reikia dirbti.
Okay, the head says that the gymnasium was not funded yearly because our school didn't achieve the criteria according to the Ministry of Education and Sports. So that's why we didn't get or didn't have an opportunity to participate in various projects and be funded. For example, to prepare laboratory. That's why other schools they are lucky, they are funded, and this is one of the main problems. We didn't have enough money to improve the infrastructure of our school, improve the learning conditions of our students.
Esame pakraštys Lietuvos, esame regionas, ne? Ir švietimo sistema irgi priklauso ir nuo politinės sistemos. Ir regionam dėmesys kažkodėl iki šiol buvo skiriamas labai mažas. Tai Tačiau mes esame turtingi žmonėmis, mes esame turtingi vaikais, žingeidžiais, tokiais kaip ir Vilniuje, kaip ir Kaune ir kitose dideliuose miestuose, todėl šita gimnazija iš tiesų gali pasigirti dideliais laimėjimais, didžiuliais laimėjimais.
So we are the edge of Lithuania. We live close to Latvia, and we live in a region, and we didn't get enough attention from the government, yes, in order to improve the regional schools, yes. But as Daiva says, we are happy that we have smart students who achieve great results by participating in various Olympiads, yes, competitions, and we are proud of their results, and they represent our school and sends a very important message in our country about us.
Visada sakau, kad bet kurios mokyklos sėkmė priklauso pirmiausia nuo vadovo ir nuo dirbančių mokytojų. Eilę metų šita mokykla yra išaugusi iš paprastos pagrindinės mokyklos, jinai patapo gimnazija. Ir eilę metų gimnazija vadovavo šalia jūsų sėdinti pavaduotoją ir dar tebedirbanti mano biologijos mokytoja, kuri buvo mano mokytoja, po to buvo mano dukros mokytoja, dabar jinai dar tebėra mokytoja, tai vat ant tokių, kaip aš sakau, banginių ir laikosi mūsų mokyklos, nesvarbu, kad mes esame pakraštyje.
Before entering the school as a director, my deputy Danute, she was an ex. Oh, yes, the headmistress, yes. For how many years? Almost 4 years. Yes, and the pillars of our school are my team, my deputies, my teachers, because the whole community is orientated to improve the results of our students, to make our school famous, not only in our local region, but in Lithuania as well.
Projektas Tūkstantmečio mokykla, į kurį mes irgi įsiliejome ir gražiai jame dalyvaujame, tai mums gimnazija atvėrė galimybės iš tiesų įsirengti puikią laboratoriją. Ir ne tik tai. Ne? Iš tiesų pradžia buvo pradėta gerbiamos pavaduotojos, tada jau į rankas ėmėsi direktorius su savo gražiu kolektyvu ir jau mes riedam kartu į tą pabaigą ir jau galim pradėti džiaugtis tuo, ką turime.
So it is necessary to mention that our school participates in the project, Millennium School, and this project is funded by our government and European Union funding as well. And one of the main tasks of the project is to prepare the infrastructure for laboratory of science education. Yes, and we are on the way. Yes, not only to prepare the laboratory, but we, my whole team, my teachers, they improve their competences by participating in various conferences and Journeys to STEAM centers, yes, because we need knowledge, skills and competence in order to organize lessons in our new laboratory. And I hope that this laboratory will be open by September. Yes, I deeply hope.
Mūsų rajonas yra toksai mažas, jis tai, toksai mažėja pas mus gyventojų. Nuolat aišku, kad mažėja ir mokinių skaičius. Tai negalime taip kaip didžiosios gimnazijos, mokyklos daryti kažkokių atrankų ir pas mus į mokyklas, į gimnazijas eina visi vaikai, be jokių atrankų. Todėl labai džiugu, kad yra labai gražūs pasiekimai tiek olimpiadose, tiek žinių patikrinimuose. Kad nežiūrint į tai, koks kontingentas ateina pas mus, mes vis dėlto turime labai gražių pasiekimų ir mes visose konkursuose konkuruojam su tom pačiom stipriausiom gimnazijom ir mes parvažiuojame su priziniai vietom. Tai yra labai, labai džiugu.
Our district is small and people who live here, the number of people who are living here is getting smaller and smaller, yes, decreasing, yes. But what makes us glad is our students. As I have mentioned before, we have a lot of successful stories. When we finish our school, we enter universities, colleges, and they make a great and promising career.
O dabar aš pajuokausiu svečiams, kad aš tikiuosi direktorius išvers teisingai. Aš tiek daug nesakiau, kiek jisai sakė. Tai ką jisai jums pripasakojo, aš nežinau.
Mihail is joking that she didn't say so much as I have interpreted.
Yes, that was more extended explanation in comparison with original.
You wanted to sound modest.
Yes, but never mind, this happens. This is typical situation if you have translator.
Translation.
Yeah, sure, but it's not a problem.
Gali kokių klausimų iš svečių.
Yeah.
Can you understand some Lithuanian?
No, I just assume.
And possible now, after this nice introduction, maybe we'll return later on a little bit, time is running quite fast. Possible Branko shortly about Austria.
Yes.
Based on our panorama, let's say.
The Austrian education system is quite good, I must say. It's good from several perspectives. First, from organizational one. It's really flexible educational system. Primary school is fixed in every school. However, the school later can are differently organized. There is secondary different type of secondary schools, and which use different educational materials and different educational programs.
Sorry, but I'm interrupting. Different types of educational schools. What
Yes.
do you mean by saying this?
Yes, they have like schools that are preparing students for prospective job, like in agriculture, in industries, or similar. Those are schools that are more oriented to practical activities and less to
praktinės mokyklos, kitos konkrečioms specialybėms ruošia.
and that students in those schools have less theory, more practical
Mažiau vis dėlto
activities.
praktikos.
And those are mostly schools that are not preparing students for university education.
Ir yra mokyklos, kuris neruošia universitetam išsilavinimo.
However, since that is secondary school, and during the school students can change the mind. That means if they change the mind, they have entrance test, if they pass the entrance test, they can go to university as well. So they are not excluded immediately at the basis of primary school. They have entrance test for university. If they wish, then they can proceed education at university.
So before entering a university, we have to pass a
Yes.
test.
Yes.
Prieš įstojant į universitetą turiu laikyti testą. If I fail, so what happens?
Then you need to wait. The students that failed, he, she, or it need to prepare themselves next 6 months. So after 6 months, he or she or it can
Jeigu
try again.
neišlaiko tu testų stojant į universitetą po 6 metų, po 6 mėnesių, tu ruošiesi ir vėl bandai iš naujo.
Then gymnasias. There is also gymnasias that last 4 years and 5 years. 5 years are gymnasias that are artistically or sport oriented.
5 metų gimnazijos į sportą orientuotos ir į meninius dalykus. And 4 years?
Yes, 4 years, those are classical academic, so
akademinės mokyklos.
yes, academical gymnasium, they are preparing students to proceed higher education. Sport and artistic gymnasia are lasting 1 year more, it's 5 years. The reasons are because the students are so often absent from school to participate in artistic or sport activities.
Okay, sorry. Tos mokyklos, kur yra į meninį ugdymą, į sportą, trunka 5 metus, 1 metus ilgiau, todėl kad per tuos metus jie visur daug kur dalyvauja renginiuose ir taip toliau. Ir vadinasi, žinių trūkumas, tai turi būti kompensuojama.
That one school year extra is giving the flexibility to gain the skills and knowledge that they are missing when they are on competition or sport activities.
After 5 years?
After 4 years.
Po 4 metų yra dar vieni metai pasiruošimo, for preparation.
Yes.
Gali per tuos metus ruoštis.
Austria is one of the first countries in the world that is having a system, 1 student, 1 teacher, 1 digital advice, digital tool. That means that in every school, every students and every teachers are giving digital device that they need. That is decided in the school level. So that could be a tablet, mobile phone, laptop. It depends from
each student.
Yes, each school and each and every teachers. And that is, yes.
Teachers and students.
Yes.
Mokiniai gauna visi nešiojamus kompiuterius.
Yes. Regarding that, each and every school is having labs, especially STEAM labs with different level of equipment. It depends from the number of students and areas.
Kiekviena mokykla turi gamtamokslinės laboratorijas.
However, from the last year, there is a new regulation. The private mobile phone is not allowed in the schools.
Asmeninės telefoną neleidžiama naudotis.
It's not strictly forbidden. The head of the school can allow it if it's for educational purposes.
Nėra, kad stipriai neleistų, bet tai turi nuspręsti direktorius, jeigu tai yra mokymosi tikslams.
Yeah, so yes, it's really good. Also, then students are having out a lot of opportunity in higher education, and yes, I think it's really well run educational system in Europe, and students are achieving good results in PISA.
How long lasts higher education?
It depends. There is a so known Hochschulen, that's like something in between faculties and universities. They last 2 or 3 years.
Could you explain more in detail?
There is that is something that it's really specific term. It's like higher school.
Higher school.
Yes, it's more than gymnasium, less than faculty. There are those Hochschule are existing in technical field and also in teaching field. So
aukščiau negu gimnazija ir
universitetas.
žemiau negu universitetas ir ten gali mokytis techninių dalykų. Technical
Is it like college?
yes, something like college, but maybe
Kolegija, yra tarpinis variantas tarp aukštosios, tarp, sakykime, licėjaus, kaip pas mus būtų, licėjaus ir kolegijos, toks tarpinis variantas, kai tau yra pasiruošimas į universitetą ir panašiai.
Something in between, like lyceum and university?
Yes. Yes. Primary school teachers are educated in those schools. However, secondary school students need to have education on university level.
Then secondary school educations.
Secondary school teachers are educated at university level.
Jo. Tie, kurie moko vidurinėje mokykloje, turi būti baigę universitetus.
Then they have applied universities that last 4 or 5 years, depends from area. Most likely those are technical also universities that are doing more practical activities, less scientific one, and they are educating people to bachelor and master level, but not to PhD or further education.
How long lasts master level?
It's 2 years. Master level is
Magistro laipsnį.
And then classical university that lasts 4 plus 2, 4 years is bachelor studies and 2 years is master program. Austria is facing huge lack of teachers.
Ir kai taip pat susidarė su mokytojų trūkumu didžiuliu.
That's like amazing numbers, like just in one state in which my university is located, it's Upper Austria, they lack around 20,000 math, physics, biology and German language teachers.
20,000 tiksliųjų mokslo mokytojų trūksta toj, kaip čia valstija, state.
Region, like region, right?
So that
And okay, how does the government solve this problem?
Yes, there is several measurements. First, they are motivating secondary school students to study for prospective teachers. They are giving a scholarship.
Motyvuoja tuo, kad vidurinio ugdymo mokiniai rinktųsi pedagoginės studijas ir skiria stipendijas.
Then in employment process they switch the process, so it's not the school who is choosing the teacher, but teacher is choosing the school in which he, she or they want to work. So that's also one motivational factor.
Ne mokykla renkasi mokytoją, bet mokytojas renkasi mokyklą.
And the final measurements that we are undertaking, according to the law, the person have to have at least bachelor level of education to start teaching. However, since this shortage is huge, now it's only 2 years at university level is minimum for starting with the teaching process, and then they are parallelly working in the school half time and half time they are teaching, learning at university.
Mažiausiai bent 2 metus studijuojantis studentas gali ateiti dirbti mokyklą. Mažiausiai bent 2 metus turi būti pastudijavęs.
That is obstacles that Austria is facing in pre-university education, and second obstacles is that Austria is really influenced by different immigrants, and the students, children that are enrolled in the schools are not speaking German. So that is second biggest problem. It's how to motivate them to learn German. Is, for example, especially students from abroad are communicating home in their mother tongue, and then they cannot follow.
Ir viena didžiausių problemų, kadangi Austrijoje yra daug imigrantų, vaikai ateina į mokyklas ir jie nemoka vokiečių kalbos, kai mes buvom irgi išvykę į Vieną. Lygiai taip pat matėm, kaip dirba su imigrantų vaikais, moko vokiečių kalbą, tai irgi viena iš didžiausių problemų.
Okay.
O emigrantų vaikai vyresnėse klasėse turi galimybę nevokiškų kalbą laikyti baigiamosius darbus ir arba egzaminus.
Do the children of immigrants have a possibility to pass exams without learning German? No.
No, but maybe in private schools, but in government school, no. They have the education is free. They have 1 year only German preparation year, and they have after-school activities that are German language oriented, but they cannot pass exams if they don't. If the exams are in German.
Okay, thank you very much, Branko, because it's really interesting. And in general, like I remember last year discussion, for example, in Taiwan, obviously you know, or in South Korea, teacher is on the top profession, and just after graduating, after finishing university, it's not possible to work as a teacher. You need to obtain license, special license, with a special examination, and only after license you can work to start work at school. Now this is in Taiwan, in South Korea at least, and okay, Japan, something like that. Yeah, but we see that in, for example, in Austria, quite different situation. And let's go to another part of the world. Okay, in this case, Europe, Moldova. What about Moldova?
In Moldova, we have about 300 gymnasiums like yours. And in Moldova, we call them theoretical high schools. Translate. And also each year after graduation exams, we have a ranking of all gymnasiums. And we know, so this ranking is more or less stable each year, so it doesn't vary. And in such a way we know which from our gymnasiums are the best one. Also, our school students after graduation, about 1/3, they go to study abroad.
Apie trečdalis moksleivių, kurie baigia mokyklas, išvyksta studijuoti užsienį.
And a small part remains in Moldova, about 15,000, 20,000 of students, they are enrolled annually in our universities.
Prisilikusi 15-20 tūkstančių stoja universitetus.
Now our Ministry of Education initiated a very interesting program to endow with equipment, digital equipment for laboratories, at least 2 gymnasiums in each district of Moldova. In Moldova we have 35 districts. In such a way, 70 gymnasiums will be refurbished capitally and endowed with modern equipment.
70 gimnazijų bus atnaujintos moderniausia įranga 55 rajonai.
Yes, so there is not, I wouldn't say that there is a competition between schools in Moldova to obtain such funds. Big schools are in the same conditions like small schools. We have such gymnasiums with 200, 300 students, but also we have big gymnasiums with 1,500, 2,000 students. And this is the case not in the capital city Chisinau, but also in our municipalities. We have 8 towns organized
O šiai
as
gimnazijai nuo kokios klasės, iki kokios?
Gymnasium starts from which class to what?
in gymnasiums, our students learn in 10, 11 and 12 grades.
11,
So
12.
for 3 years.
3 years, tik 3 metai. 10, 11, 12.
Also in Moldova is the same problem with shortage, yes, for teachers.
Global problem.
Yes, it's a global problem, but the authorities they try to solve the problem financially, attracting our students in school with one installment, let's say, premium, equivalent in euro, it will be 10,000 euro.
10,000 eurų.
10,000 euros for what? For
starting, who wants to start pedagogical career after graduation, because there are many students in pedagogical university who don't want to continue in pedagogy.
Ta pati studijuodami universitetuose, pedagoginėse studijose, neplanuoja tęsti savo karjerą mokyklose.
it's approximately the same problem.
Yes, also in Moldova we have specialties like physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics. Very academic groups are very small. So very small, it means up to 10 students in one academic group.
Biologija, chemija, tarkim, matematika, tik iki 10 studentų toje akademinėje grupėje.
O kaip mano, kodėl šita situacija tokia yra visur pagal juos?
So, why are they in such situation? The same problem is in Lithuania, Austria, Moldova, everywhere. Why is it happening?
The main factor, I think, is demographic one, because 1/3 of our population, from 3 million of inhabitants, 1 million, yes, works abroad.
Iš 3 milijonas gyventojų dirba užsienyje, demografinė dalyva.
And there are thousands and thousands of people who are installed for decades in foreign countries.
Dešimtmečiais daugybė žmonių įsikuria kitose šalyse.
Yeah, this is like a policy. You need to change policy. Moldova needs to change policy.
Yes.
Strategy.
We have hope to change policy to rally with European standards, because our goal is to join European Union in 2030.
Europos Sąjunga turi greičiau įstoti 2030-aisiais.
Let's hope that we will be successful to join the European family.
Bet bus pavojus, kad dar daugiau išvyks tada žmonių.
Yeah, but also it's opinion that after joining European Union, it can be a situation that more people will leave your country.
But
Possible not. No,
but who wanted they left
already left.
Yeah.
Kokio dydžio klasės ir gimnazinės, jeigu 1000 vaikų?
What size of class, average, for example? Let's say in big school.
In big school, 30 at least.
At least 30.
Yeah.
At least 30.
Station.
It means it could be under 40 students in one class.
Daugiau negu 40.
But in small cities, we have usually 20, 25.
Mažesniuose miestuose 20-25 klasė mokinių.
O pas svečią iš...
So in big cities, schools are overcrowded.
So what is the average size of students? 20.
And classes are not passing 25. The students can be from 20 to 25, but if it's more than 25, they are splitting.
Jeigu daugiau kaip 25, skirstomi dvi.
Okay, it's really nice to discuss, but we're approaching approximately 1 hour, let's say 5 minutes left for our discussion, official discussion, possible some, I don't know, some burning questions or something like that at the end of this discussion. Despite that it's short discussion, but anyway, I think it's interesting somehow.
Okay, so what are your expectations for this conference?
Provocative.
Thank you very much. My expectation I will achieve. I met great people and we exchanged ideas, so my expectations are fulfilled. I will have a presentation tomorrow and workshop after that. Yeah, just to exchange experience and different ideas.
I can confess that I am impatiently waiting for your presentation.
Oh, thank you very much. I hope I will you will be satisfied after that. Materials.
Okay.
But workshop is also interesting. So
Bus kažkokia praktinė veikla.
On Saturday, yes, on Saturday workshop. Small workshop.
Okay, and Mihail?
My expectation, I would like to try to share my experience in implementing research-based instructional methods. So I'm going to present some case studies in Moldova in implementing constructivist approach in science education.
Kaip čia
It's good. I hope it will be good. And okay, very final question, maybe from teachers, because they are silent somehow, just listening, observing. Yes.
Kokio dydžio atlyginimai pedagogams?
I expected such a question. Typical question. What is salary, let's say, for teachers? Okay, I should explain before, because Lithuania some years ago, possibly you will remind me, introduced a policy that the teacher will become the most prestigious profession in Lithuania up to 2025. But from January 1st, sorry, nothing happened. And I remember we discussed also with students after in January and the beginning of semester in February. Are you prestigious already?
No.
Not yet.
It's hard question. I cannot answer precisely because Austria is divided in several countries and salary depends in which country teachers are teaching. That's first reason that I cannot give precise number. Second is with experience the salary is growing with really reasonable amount of money, that is strategy to keep teachers in schools. So for example, teacher who teaches 25 years is having more than double salary for the teacher who is beginning the career.
Tas, kuris moka, tarkim, daugiau kaip 25 metus, jo atlyginimas skiriasi dvigubai negu tas, kuris pradėjo dirbti. Ir ten yra, nu, kaip tos žemės regionai, kiekviename regione yra skirtingi atlyginimai.
Kategorijų tokių netoro, ne tik pagal stažus. Aš taip nesupratau.
The salary depends on the experience of teachers.
Yes.
They
In
no
school.
stažas.
So teaching experience. I think the starting salary, like first salary the teachers are getting is around 1,900 euros. I'm talking about netto salary.
Neto. 1900 eurų pradedančio mokytojo atlyginimas neto.
Čia į rankas?
Ne, to.
Ar čia ne, čia mes sakom pulėje.
And in Moldova?
In Moldova, I could give the example of my PhD students. One of my PhD students work in a small city. He has net about 500 euros.
500.
And one student works in Chisinau. She has about 1,000 euros.
Chisinau 1000 eurų.
Čia plius pragyventi.
Nu, čia pragyventi.
Depends on the level of living.
It depends, yes, on level of living. Depends on experience.
Up to 2000 depends on the experience.
And depends also on workload.
Yeah.
Workload.
Yeah, of course. In Austria also, if they are like head of the class or they are executing extracurricular activities that go the same after that.
Ir Austrija tas pats kaip pamokinės veiklos ar klasės vadovas jisai.
Okay, time is over, and for our discussion, I hope that it was quite interesting, quite fruitful, and obviously we will continue our discussion, formal discussion after that, after this round table, and possibly tomorrow, obviously, and on Saturday, the day after tomorrow, and thank you very much once again for two bosses, two nice bosses, headmasters who had gymnasium headmaster and the head of Department of Education and Sports, right, of municipality, and also for teachers, for deputy teachers. I know from my own experience that deputy heads also so important. Yeah, and I hope that you are happy having such nice ladies as your deputies. It's really nice, and also good teachers, and I hope that this school, this gymnasium, will be successful in all perspectives, let's say. Yeah. Thank you very much once again.
Okay, and I would like to invite you to drink a cup of coffee or tea.
Thank you.